Hi Shearers, we're back with Little Blue. So we actually have another Blue, and then we have Blue the Boxer that's coming back tomorrow to board while the guy goes out of town. So it'll be the 3 Blues. I'm starting to think that's like the most popular dog name. I don't know. To have 3 at one time with the same name, what are the chances? Alright, and I took that orange collar off. Those things are death traps. You know, those buckle collars. You should always have a breakaway collar. And let me know if he isn't microchipped. I can get him microchipped. So anyway, I don't have that sound box thing on, but what we're going to do is just basically the same thing. We're going to teach him to give into the pressure of the leash, and then we're going to work on getting him to recall with that pager. So I think it probably would be a good idea to have a backup collar with him, which I can order you on. So again, I'm really buffering that turn. It requires finesse. You don't want to wheel the dog around and do all these things. So I've got the leash hooked electronic to collar, and I know I've got a couple people that have deaf puppies that are going to follow along with this one. So I mean, that's what I want you guys to think of. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm not going to just, you know, oh, in 10 minutes he's trained. It just does not work that way. So I do have found some treats that he likes too. So anyway, so same thing. We're just going to shape the behavior of heel with the walking back and forth. I'm adding the pager at every turn, but right there, I'm buffering it. I don't want him to get a big jerk. She's getting tight. I'm doing that pager. Start my pager, change direction. It's the same as if it were a hearing dog. In this initial stage of the training, this is what you would be doing with a hearing dog too. It's not any different. I just added a little bit of pressure, and I did my pager the whole time there. Helping the dog understand that pager is you communicating. That's not just some random thing that's happening. Alright, so the second thing we're going to do, and for you guys at home, I mean, I will let them drag the leash around initially because, you know, again, you got to think of your rule. Guide the beginner. Only going to call the dog when his back is turned. And, you know, this obviously, I'm only going to page the dog when his back is turned. I'm going to install that turn so when and you know, you guys that have been watching know how this works. So when I've got a dog that's moving away from me, I can get him back in my direction. But I kept holding the pager down the whole time, and you'll see. Now that he got his treat, backing up and increasing my distance. You don't want to just stand there like a statue. And what I don't want to do is reach down and start thumping and petting the dog. What most people consider petting, most dogs don't like. He's only doing it when he's moving away. And I'm going to wait till he's not looking at me. Only do it when he's looking at me. Then again, I'm shooting myself in the foot because when he's not looking at me, he's not going to do it. And we'll start adding another dog for a distraction, but you know, that's how you want to think of it. I'm installing that turn. I'm not worried about a sit when the dog gets there. So people always want to sit when it gets there, and who cares what it does when it gets there? Just that it got there. What happened was that exhaust scared him because he didn't hear the van running, and then when that exhaust hit him, it kind of scared him. Then he saw that picture over there. Want the dog running. We don't want it walking slowly over there. Wait till he's not looking. You know, what a lot of people do is kind of get him to run through a little routine of, you know, sitting down and shaking hands and all that, and then once it's outside of that little format, it doesn't do anything. Oh, he's trying to be shaking hands. God built up their food drive. They don't have any food drive. That's not good. That is not good. See, I'm going to increase my distance. I don't want him to sit in front of me. The behavior that I'm looking for is over there. Hold down, hold down. Really, the movement helps too. You're kind of moving your hand, but the actual movement of moving away helps a lot too. What I'm concerned with is what's happening over there, not what's happening right here. The end of that is really just him taking the treat.